Now, the single match of the God of High School tournament is over, which Heel and Sai have given an update, which comes from Commissioners O and Q, which they talk about the National God of High School tournament, which is now actually including three members of a team, which they're actually three top fighters that was going to be a team, which all over the nation we're going to see who's going to enter the tournament, and which we're going to see right now, which Mira have already defeated by run, and which we actually knew how Mori wants to battle Han again, or he wants to battle Mira, in which he actually explains that if he actually defeats one of them, then he'll be stronger, which they already are the strongest. So we actually knew that Mori's actually will become stronger for the national tournament. Which earlier in the beginning of the episode, we saw his grandfather, Jin Taiji, actually was confronted by a group of hooded men as they get ready to attack him. But Jin actually proved that he is stronger. So we actually knew how tough he is. However, Mujin Park actually was confronted by a man named Nan Bong Chun, Shum, who actually attacked him, but Park using his shadow clone to actually fool him. But we actually heard him talk about a group called Nox. So we actually knew that Nox have already attacking Jin, who actually using the sword, which he actually called it the sword of God, and actually strike on Jin. But knowing how powerful he is, he will actually survive. Which Nun and Parks are actually talking about how they're going to face up against Nox. However, we saw Mori actually training to actually be ready for the national tournaments within 2 weeks. And by training, he actually did was chasing cats, doing yoga, which is actually a great exercise, and did community work. Plus, he actually was meet by Nun, who actually inject a needle like a ac- acupuncture needle, and he actually relieved some pain on his heel. However, we actually saw which Mira actually was confronted by the announcer, whose name is Sim Bang Sa, and he actually revealed to be blind because he was actually blind by the moonlight sword technique, which he was actually amazed. Which he told her how to use the strength of her sword, and she has to put her feelings into it. Which Park now actually talking about Han, about the elite fighters who actually will continue on the tournament. Even though he actually lose, he will continue to battle in it. Meanwhile, we saw Sim it actually was encountered by a member of Nock who actually kills him, by which we saw all the participants who actually going to prepare for the national tournaments, which are include Jet, Jean Jill Tak, who actually battled a guy, then two large men who was actually confronted by Jan Min, and then Ju Gok, who actually got blessing from his grandfather John Sung, and then she told Hyun Don to actually support him in the tournament. By which John is part of a group called the the Six, in which he actually known as the Great Magician. Also, we get to see the rest of the members, which is So Ha Young, also known as the Hulk, then Kim Du Shar, also known as the Lone Shark, then not known as the Divine Doctor. Then we actually see Kim Yo, the Rebirth, who we get to see in her debut later on. Then Parks is known as the Tiger Cub, in which we actually see Han and Mira visiting Mori in his apartment, which they actually see the photo of him with his grandfather, then him with his parents, which we actually knew they actually getting ready for the tournament, which the national high school tournament is now begin with a new announcer because they heard the news about Sim being killed, by which Park actually knew that Knox had sent in their calling card, in which we actually see the first matchup, which is Group A, which is which is Mori, Han, and Mira versus North Chongqing, in which we saw Jumi, in which O actually worried about Q, which he actually was captured and injured by a member of Nox. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen next. We actually saw the singles being over. Now we get to see the national tournament, which now team of three gets to enter. But we saw that Sim is killed by the group called Nox, and Q was captured by a member of the Nox. So we actually going to see what's going to happen next, and the tournament actually begins on the next episode next weekend. Oops, sorry. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this anime guy joining you saying signing out. Laters, and be safe.